Hi everyone, welcome to our channel where we help your real estate investments work harder for you. I'm Samantha from Elevate Realty in Toronto. If you're a Canadian non-resident thinking about investing in Toronto real estate, this is for you. In this video, I'll walk you through what's possible and how you can be a Toronto landlord without physically being here. To start off, you might have heard that foreign buyers have to pay a speculation tax when they buy property in Toronto. It's true that this exists. In 2017, the Greater Golden Horseshoe region that Toronto is part of implemented a new non-resident speculation tax of 15% for foreign buyers. The good news is, if you're a Canadian non-resident, this doesn't apply. On top of this, if you're a Canadian non-resident and you're buying a property jointly with a spouse who's not Canadian, the non-resident speculation tax still doesn't apply. Now that you're on a level playing field with other Canadians, let's dive into Toronto a bit more. Toronto is North America's second fastest growing urban center with lots of job opportunities, so we attract people moving in from everywhere else, other parts of Canada and all over the world. With so many people coming into Toronto, we're facing a housing crisis which has been pushing property prices up. To provide some numbers for context, Toronto's seen an annual market appreciation of 7.7% each year for the past 20 years. If you're looking for stable returns, houses are your best bet with great cash flows and stable appreciation. But Toronto condos are also very attractive because they have a much lower starting price of around $450,000, which is a lot cheaper than other cities like New York, San Francisco, and Hong Kong. There's one thing you should know. Instead of relying on both cash flows and appreciation like house investors, condo investors bet on a higher appreciation compared to houses and are usually not left with much cash flows after operating expenses and mortgage payments. At the end of the day, you're trading higher risk for a potential for higher returns with Toronto condos. One of the best tests of a market is to see how it got impacted by our latest global pandemic. Even though we did see a dip in prices during COVID-19, prices have bounced back up and house prices are already back to pre-COVID levels. The interesting thing is that condos are still hanging at around a 15% discount from the peaks in February. And this is not because of COVID. What's actually happened is that a new rule just got implemented that prevents properties to operate solely as Airbnbs starting this April. And this was happening a lot in condos. So all of a sudden, there's a larger inventory of condos for rent because Airbnb condos were being converted back into long-term rentals. And many condo landlords who find it hard to rent out their places are deciding to take profit instead. So all this ultimately leads to a higher supply of condos, which results in the drop in condo prices. So you may have noticed that I think investing in houses are the best, and if you can afford it, you should totally consider that first. But with higher discounts in condos right now, there's actually an interesting opportunity in pre-construct condos as well. With a pre-con, you're committing to buying a condo before it's built. How it works is that you get to lock in prices earlier and your down payment is spread over time until closing, which can be 1 to 3 years away. In the past, this has been really attractive for investors. When the condo is finally built and investors finish paying for their down payment, their condo has already gone up by 10 to 15% because of good market appreciation. With so much upside, the chances of buying a pre-con in the past was kind of like winning a mini lottery. Plus, you don't get many options to choose from at all. With the condo supply going up, pre-cons are now easier to buy. There's better pricing, more to choose from, and generally less buying uncertainty. So if you're willing to take on more risk in Toronto condos, pre-cons can be a good option to consider. With Toronto's strong fundamentals, the supply and demand gap is likely to close off in the medium term. This means that you have the potential for higher appreciation than normal when you take possession a few years down the road, and you can still take advantage of securing better discounts right now. Our team specializes in investment properties in Toronto, and we've helped many Canadian non-residents grow their wealth with Toronto real estate. When you work with us, we'll help you find a great investment opportunity and also connect you with Canadian banks that can offer you a great mortgage based on your foreign income and non-resident status. We don't stop there. Once your property is ready to be rented out, our leasing team will find you a great tenant and our property management team will take care of the rest. So it's definitely possible for you to be a landlord without physically being here in Toronto. I'll put a link in the description below so that we can coordinate a time to chat and get you started if you're interested. I hope this video was useful for you. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see weekly real estate investing videos just like this one. Finally, I wish you all the best in your real estate investing journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.